In the air, let me see you put your hands up. Let me see you put your hands up. Fuck, let me see you put your hands up. Put both hands in the air, let me see you put your hands up. Let me see you put your hands up. Let me see you put your hands up. Make us stand up, get your bang up, get your bands up. Most cats they tryna speak money but don't know racks. I'm tuned out phonics, I ain't worried about the stacks. I'm in the front line, I'm holding your brother's back. I'm respect and you don't really want none of that. I told you motherfuckers get jacked when you step on my block. But don't be the ones who be running snitchy talking to cops. Cause you might get shot, you might get bumped on the block for talking a lot. And fucking over there with lollipops in your pocket. You came out the shop, a loaf of bread, a couple of bullets in your chest and in your head. Who could have ever speak to the MC that was bred from the raw, rough streets, the coldest that ever spread? I told y'all I am ahead. They saying I'm leading because they know I love lead. When it comes to the pencil and when it comes to the gun, the bullet is filled with all of that. I said it.
You could never ever play with this. You could never ever play with this. You could never ever play with this.
So raise your hands high for hip hop.
You could never ever play with this. You could never ever play with this. You could never ever play with this.
So raise the hands high for hip hop.
Hip hop, but don't stop. Matter of fact, what's a knock knock on my mental door? But Jay Stone, write your first metaphor. Wrote now my first metaphor of its raw. Matter of fact, I look at the time it was 4 o'clock. Matter of fact, I had the first stock off the top. Getting so stuck in the mean. Now it comes back with the capital city cipher team. MCs know that we mean. Gets even mean when the niggas start to smoke on the I don't wanna put that inside the recording. New rappers, you're all boring. That's the reason why what I say about Mungo on the mic like a display.
And every goal I face a display. And this is not for love, it's for just hate. To just hate, to dispatch this hate. They saying that your heart's on this rate, and that's too fast to beat. Now with this beat, this speak is MC sitting on this peak. This speak that you be talking is a lot of the shit that I be listening to. A young kid on the block talking all about RM and pop, but don't know who the God is and don't know the dogs. They don't know hip hop, but they don't know the truth about the art. They only know yappity pop. Pop, this is what you pay for hip hop.
This is what you pay for hip hop. This is what I said. You could never ever play with this. You could never ever play with this. You could never ever play with this.
So raise the hands higher for hip hop.
You could never ever play with this. You could never ever play with this. You could never ever play with this.
So raise the hands higher for hip hop.
Hip hop, but don't stop. As I told you, every time when I blow, it comes off the top. Like Jay Stone, can you write a verse? I wrote many verses and verses and in reverses.
Jay Stone, can you write that verse?
Yes.
Jay Stone told me, yeah, he wrote it in reverse. I'm like, what you mean? Yeah, he wrote it up in cursive, reverse in his words, and he showed me it was words. Yeah, because he worked full time just to get up on the ball and spit the truth rhyme. You get you connected for all the truth lies inside of your mind and your soul. So check this is.
You can never ever play with this. You could never ever play with this.
You could never ever play with this. So raise the hands high up for hip hop.